Hey heroes, and welcome back to Cap's channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which will be airing on Disney Plus starting tomorrow, March 19th. But until then, we're going to look at what we know, what we think we know, and a breakdown of the villains in the series, because we have quite a few, as well as how this will set up for Phase 4 and continue the MCU and what to further expect from Marvel in the future. If you would like to come talk to me live, I do stream over on Twitch. Right up there is my name, and I'll be sure to leave a link down in the description. But let's jump in and take a look at what we know of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Here we go. So we learned quite a bit about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier the past few days, with Marvel and Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan all kind of releasing little clips and a final trailer for the show, which kind of really finalizes what the show's going to be about, the premise, the villains, and what the main idea of the story is. We know that the Falcon and the Winter Soldier obviously are going to focus around those two, their relationship, how they get along, their training. Sam has the shield now, him learning how to use the shield, wield the shield, what that means to him. Also what it means to Bucky, as we saw in the final trailer. Bucky said that shield means a lot to a lot of different people. And you kind of get like this feeling that maybe Bucky's jealous that Sam has the shield. Maybe Bucky wanted to be the new Captain America. Maybe he wanted to take on and continue in Steve's name, Steve's honor. Seeing as how they're friends from way back in the day. I mean, they grew up with each other. They went through all kinds of hell with each other. So that could be an interesting little dynamic there and could throw some twists and turns into their relationship and them learning to work together, because they're kind of forced to at this point after Steve moved on, and it's up to them to pick up where he left off. And we really see the dynamic of their relationship in the What's the Plan clip. I mean, we've seen this clip a few times, not to the extent that we got that Marvel released a few days ago, but we've gotten little bits and pieces of it to where now we get like a full, I think it was like a minute long clip of them kind of bickering back and forth, and every time Bucky brings up Captain America, Steve, you kind of see like Sam, I don't want to say like he's getting angry, but it's almost like pressure getting put on him. I mean, to have to live up to Captain America's standards, to Steve's standards, like those are the expectations for you now. You were given the shield, it's now up to you. Like that is an immense amount of pressure to put on Sam, and I think that will really force them to rely on one another, lean on one another, because Sam obviously needs help with all of this expectations. He's not a super soldier like Steve was, and neither is Bucky, but they both possess characteristics and personality traits of Captain America, of the symbol of the shield and what he stood for. So that little twist in their dynamic will be very interesting to watch, as well as my question is, who gets the shield? Now, I know Sam was given the shield. I know all the clips that we have seen of the shield have been with Sam holding it and using it. However, the shield has been very sparse. The clips, the trailers, everything that we've gotten over the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So it makes me wonder, like, is the shield even that big of a part of the story? Does it have that much involvement? Is it a star or not? I mean, are they going to actually be fighting over who gets the shield? And could it switch to where Bucky becomes the new Captain America? So in the next clip we're going to take a look at is like the big three clip. And this one was hilarious, how Sam just is like talking about the big three. You've got where you have aliens, androids, and wizards. And they kind of go back and forth saying like, there's not wizards. And what about Doctor Strange? He's a sorcerer. Oh, a sorcerer is just a wizard without a hat. I like that. It's a little bit of a comedic action added into there, and I think it fits well with Sam's personality compared to Bucky's personality. Like Sam's can be like light and joke about situations and everything, and Bucky's very straight to the point, stern, not a whole lot of humor enunciating from him ever since he was turned into the Winter Soldier. Now, in this, I didn't notice it at first. I had to watch it a few times, but I see the poster for the Cap is back on the back of I believe it was like a toolbox, some kind of thing. And I had to like really zoom in, but we get John Walker and the U.S. agent. which, if you don't know who the U.S. agent is, he is supposed to be the new Captain America that the United States, the government, I guess I should say, chooses to take over for him to be the new beacon of hope, the new hero that the world needs. Because after Endgame, the world needs new heroes now. The world's not familiar with Falcon. They're not familiar with Winter Soldier, but for different reasons, obviously. For killing people, not for saving the world. So the world really needs a new hero now, and the dynamics changing towards that to where the US is just like, or the government, I guess I should say, is just, okay, here he is. This is the US agent. His name's John Walker, but he can be Captain America. I think that's very interesting. So maybe they took the shield, and maybe that's why it's not really in the scenes and the clips that we have gotten so far, except for the very last one where Falcon is training with it. That could be an interesting little plot twist there. But U.S. Agent will become a bad guy. He will be a villain because he will challenge Sam for the name of Captain America. They will fight and duke it out to see who is the true Captain America, which I mean, who doesn't love a good fight to see who's the real Captain America? Like, that would be an awesome fight to see. So in the final trailer we finally got some shield action going on, and we see Sam kind of training with the shield, doing some tricks, spinning, whatnot. Looks really good, looks really cool. I'm excited to see how they incorporate the shield into his fight style with like already having wings and has a shield. Does he always have the shield? Is there a way for him to stow the shield and have it at the ready at any time? Or I thought that was very interesting. Is he going to ditch the wing? I doubt he's going to ditch the wings. How is he going to get around? I think that's very interesting and something that they will definitely need to cover, especially since, I mean, why not give it to Bucky? Because, I mean, besides the fact that he was brainwashed, he has almost all the exact training and energy and power that Captain America, Steve Rogers, possessed. Like, they went toe for toe with each other, and that arm gives him kind of an upper leg over Sam, in my opinion, over who should have the shield. If you're going to try to recreate Captain America as what we know him as. However, I mean, in the comics, Falcon does take over. I think it'll be very interesting to see what they do with this and how they tie it all together. One thing I noticed was like all the trailers and clips we're getting, they don't really feel like a show. This feels like a movie. This is amazing. This feels like a super long movie. Like we're talking like Lord of the Rings director extended cuts, like long movie. Like that's exciting, awesome. Looks like there's going to be good story, good action. Very different from what we got from WandaVision from their first show. I think the juxtaposition, the difference between the two will be very nice. Kind of like, whereas WandaVision, you're introducing Scarlet Witch. Essentially, we're meeting a new hero in that. Where this one's, you're developing heroes that we're already familiar with and giving them traits and abilities that are possessed in older heroes, Captain America in this case. And what happens when he's gone, who replaces him. Really just replacing the Avengers and getting a new group ready to save the world, protect the world from any threat that happens. Because we're due for a new big baddie. And who knows who that may be. In the clips that we've gotten, Bucky has been very quiet, reserved, almost sad looking in all of them. And it makes you wonder, like, what is Bucky going through? I know this is Sam's transition into Captain America, but we're talking about Bucky, who's been brainwashed to be a Soviet killer, pretty much. I mean, this is the Winter Soldier. He's accounted for so many deaths over the past 50 years. And now he has to come out of it and get back to the real world and saving the world, being a hero rather than a villain and a mercenary at this point. I think the transition and what he goes through will be very intriguing as well. And definitely you're going to come out of this show with two heroes that are way more developed, way more trained, and way more badass than they already are, which is impressive because these two are already badasses, in my opinion. Now, we talked about some limited sightings with the Shield, but I also want to talk about limited sightings with Baron Zemo, who is supposed to be the big guy in this show. He's returning from Civil War. He has the mask. I absolutely love that they did the mask. It's fantastic. But he's very limited in the clips and in trailers that we've gotten so far. So it makes me wonder, is he even the main bad guy, or is he just the one bad guy that we already know? I mean, we've got U.S. Agent, we've got Flag Smasher, who is the female with the mask who kicks Bucky's ass apparently. It's like we have 3 separate villains in this show, and this could resemble like more patriotic problems, more of like the Captain America that we know back from the comics rather than the Captain America that we've kind of seen. More patriotism, honor, all that kind of like jazz with Captain America. So not only are we getting dynamics from the heroes of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but we also have dynamics with the villains and how they can be developed and grown into villains that we see for a long time around rather than just this short series. Now we also have some cameos coming up. We have confirmed that Sharon Carter is obviously a big role in this. We know that War Machine, Don Cheadle will be in this. James Rhodes will be in this show somehow. He's confirmed it. We've gotten posters of him with the 2. So it's kind of like, how is he going to play a role? Is this kind of an introduction into Armor Wars, which is another show that'll be coming out later? Will White Vision be a part of Armor Wars? Not at all. I think it'd be really cool. However, we know Paul Bettany hasn't announced that he's still playing Vision. We don't really know where White Vision even is right now. So we wonder about cameos in this sense because we've gotten teased about WandaVision having all these cameos, all these heroes and villains, and kind of what to expect from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So with all of this information and theories and questions and thoughts, like, I'm so excited for this show. I cannot wait for Friday. I cannot wait for tomorrow when it gets released on Disney Plus. I will definitely be watching it, and I will be posting my reaction to the show, of course, the next day. That way it gives a chance everyone to watch it, but I'll make sure that everyone knows that there's spoilers involved. But if you want to come talk about it live, be sure I do stream over on Twitch once again. I will leave a link down in the bio, of course. Leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of this Marvel content, or if you enjoyed it. And let me know down in the comments below what you're most excited for out of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. How will it set up Phase 4? What kind of surprises are we in for? What do you think is going to happen in this show? But that is all for now. And until next time, heroes, stay awesome. Bye-bye.